Hey guys, HuzzyGames here bringing you another video. Now before the video begins, I just thought I'd say this video is in partnership with QT. So what we're going to be doing on today's QT and discussion will be linked in the description. Is I want to have a conversation about the new game mode that is coming out soon, Teamfight Tactics. If you've not seen, basically League of Legends is coming out with arguably its most diverse game mode, separated from the main League of Legends game it's ever had. And it's not an original game mode. It's a mod from Dota 2. That was very popular apparently, but Riot is putting a AAA game like splash on it again. The Dota 2 thing, very popular, but it's a mod. It's not, I think, officially endorsed by Dota. It was made by somebody, and obviously this is now an official Riot game mode, so it should be very polished. It should be very clean. It's going to have a ranked mode, if not straight away, very quickly after it's launched. And I want to know what you guys think. So in the description, head on over to the QT. Leave your opinion. Are you going to play it? Are you going to, you don't care? Like we've had already, we literally posted this 5 minutes ago. And you're going to see, don't care than anything than solo queue. Hope this game will attract non-league players. So yeah, let me know what you think. Again, there are going to be some Riot points on the line for just leaving some feedback. I won't be personally picking the people that win. Someone else will. But yeah, I'm just interested to know. Well, if I'm honest, what I'm interested also to know is if you guys want me to make content on it, because I'm probably quite interested in playing this. And I will say I feel a little bit dirty at the moment, but I am literally right now downloading Dota 2 to then practice auto chess, because it's basically the same game. There are some differences, but not really. But yeah, if I can get like a week or so in of practicing auto chess, so I just know the basics of this game mode, then I shouldn't be a complete noob when it hits the PBE in about a week. I didn't tell you that. But yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy today's video. And yeah, please feel free to go down and leave your feedback. Again, some Riot points on the line, all that good stuff. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. And if you could do me a massive favor while you're scrolling down to go click the QT, there is a like button. Just like, tickle. Just tickle that like button and something magical happens. But I'll see you guys next time. See ya. Hey guys, HuzzyGames here bringing you another video. Now welcome to another spectating challenger or high rating players on champions that I'm personally interested in, want to learn more about and just watch some cool play. So this game we're focusing on this guy, Vintrez EU. It does, the TWTV generally means he's a Twitch streamer, so go watch his stream if you're interested in ZED. Again, I don't know who he is, but why not? But we're focusing on him because I'm not sure if I would have included it at the beginning, but this guy is in, I think, roughly the top 10 to 15 Zeds on EU West. He's around master level at the moment, or maybe he was challenger level. I'll actually really quickly check that. He is challenger, so this guy is challenger. He's currently ranked 58 in EU West. And yeah, he's ranked one of the best Zeds on the server, naturally, obviously being that high rated. So again, a very good Zed to watch. So there is an invade happening, an extended invade if we're honest, that they're staying in the enemy jungle for quite a while. Enough that they're actually stealing the red buff. The Sona you could see right at the bottom there was, trying to poke them a bit. But as a retaliation, I would presume the enemy team is taking the friendly red buff over here, which they're not. So this is a generic... okay, so Kha'Zix is back here. So... weird situation, late invade. They are actually continuing it. Bard actually burst the Sona. Again, Sona, one of the squishiest champions in the game. She manages to get away. Kassadin at this point, by the way, has flashed, so she just flashes back over the wall. Don't know who picked up the red. The Kha'Zix did pick up the red. That means the Zed then gets the kill. Wow, the blast cone happened really late. But there you go. Crazy play. And again, remember, this is Challenger on EUS, so the game quality should be very high. But just to point out, obviously, the enemy that the Zed is against is a Kassadin. And he is also going Grasp of the Undying Kassadin with also starting Cloth Armor 4. And I will say, Zed used both Summoners there. Kassadin used Flash there. Didn't, go back and teleport because he had no gold to do anything. But I'm not going to be surprised moving forward if this Zed starts to do really well. Again, when you're talking Challenger, you're talking Zed. This dude is a main / one trick of Zed, one of the best in the world. You're giving him a level 1 red buff. That's scary. That's very scary. Now, one thing I also want to make clear is, there are differences between when I play against Zeds, and again, my MMR is Diamond 1 right now, again, on the same server, but this Zed took E level 1. I'm not even kidding. Vast majority of Zeds that I play against take W level 2. I mean, I meant E level 2. He took the Q and then E, not Q then W. It offers you so much more wave clear when you're taking E level 2. That's why he's doing it. Now you already can see a level 3 roam is coming out this Zed. He's going to look for the Sona, or the Severe, sorry. He doesn't get anything. Again, overcommitting for this is interesting to me. He's got a little bit of a farm lead on the Kassadin, but and again, the more time he's wasting down here, you know, he's not earning any money. The teleport from Kassadin, by the way, is coming. So they do get the teleport from Kassadin, and then just going to back away. So in that weird situation, Zed hasn't actually missed out on anything, because Kassadin had to teleport to, you know, help his team. So that's kind of crazy. Like, this is already kind of a spicy game. Because, yeah, that's a pretty big deal. You know, that makes it so Zed's play going down bot lane level 3 wasn't actually that bad at all. Returning to mid lane, and there actually is a little bit of a build-up of blue minions, so the Zed actually should get a farm lead if he gets most of this type of thing. You see, there's 4 minions here on blue, there was 3 on red, so there's 1 minion advantage on red side, so he can get a little bit of a farm lead. But yeah, so team comp wise, so again, this game was played maybe a few days ago. It had all the replays that I watch have to be in the current patch that we're in, otherwise the replays go out of date and you can't watch them anymore. At least looking for a gank, gets the cocoon, Zed's gonna go for some damage, and the dude just gets blown up. And again, that wasn't incredibly clean from what I could see either. Like, Zed used his W shadow before the cocoon hit, so they could have even done quicker damage there. But again, remember, the Kassadin doesn't have flash at this point and all that. So Zed, does he push it into the lane? There is a very big build up of blue minions. So if he were to base like a little bit, you know, a few seconds ago, he would have missed, they would have pushed too quick. So people might say, Huz, why did he base in this situation? So again, to make it clear, count the minions. 2, you know, the 1 just died. So there was 3 versus 5. So what that means is that there's a minion advantage to blue side, and it depends what the Zed wants to do. This Zed, I would wager, wants lane control, and, you know, he doesn't think the Kassadin is going to roam. The Kassadin can't. He's level 4, he's too weak, he doesn't have flash. So this Zed basically wants to have control of the lane, so what he did was base to make the minion wave in his advantage, in the kind of opposite way. You know, a lot of the time when you base, you want to push the lane in, so you kill all the minions and your minions will crash into the tower. The problem with that sometimes is if the Kassadin wants to just free farm, the Kassadin will just freeze it in this general area. So what Zed did was base when there's a blue minion advantage, so that this minion wave is actually going to push that way, or at least it will stay in the middle of the lane where then the Kassadin can't farm. Really clever by the Zed, and it's something that people should do more. And again, I think a lot of us just get into the pattern of, I'm going back to buy, oh, I better push the minion wave in. You don't always have to. And that's something that I've also learned recently a little bit more, and I've done better with timing my bases, you know, based on a cannon minion wave, because that takes longer for the enemy to push it. But you can see right now, this is pushing perfectly for the Zed. He's lost hardly any farm for his base, and he's got complete lane control at this point because the Kassadin can't do much to him because he will have to overextend to farm. So as he's waiting for the level, obviously 6, but obviously the deeper that the Kassadin is here, the easier it is for an Elise to gank. So this is just very, very, very good lane control by this Zed. Basically perfect lane control, if we're honest. So again, just free farming. I presume the Zed wouldn't want the Elise to be in minion range because he wants to get level 6. He's got a level 4 Kassadin against him because, again, Kassadin just can't get in range of the minions. Otherwise, he's just going to get completely chunked out. Wave control. So I presume what we're going to start seeing now is Zed fast clearing it to get level 6 as quick as he can, and then he'll roam. Massive advantage in mid lane right now. You know, they're both now level 5, but Zed is probably nearly level 6. Another roam by Zed happening. Meanwhile, Jace gets a kill on the Riven in top lane. And again, this is after the Jace nerf, by the way. So again, repeat situation, but this time Kassadin does not have teleport. He's going to go for the Sona. Cocoon does land. You'll notice he didn't use his shadow until he was walking through the target. There was no need for him to, so he didn't take basically a single tower hit. He W'd out of the tower as he was doing the damage. patience, you know, basically. From that play, gets himself, like, you know, 1 kill I think he got, and then he got an assist on another. He's now level 6 from the XP of killing the enemy, and now he's returning to mid lane. Again, in all this situation, just to remind everybody, he still's got a farm lead. He's now got a roaming lead, and, you know, he's denied Kassadin quite a bit. All from, and again, where this has come from, obviously the level 1 was definitely helpful, getting red buff and all that, but in reality, he got this from having lane control. He did it from basing at the right time, in the right condition, of not letting his minions auto-push so Kassadin could freeze. That was just smart play. It's very calculated play. He has calculated aggression. You notice at one stage he's playing passive, and then the other stage he pushes really quick when he wants to roam. Now Zed going for a roam, gets himself a kill with the Riven. You can see Kha'Zix was in the area trying to get a kill. He could actually be in trouble if he doesn't have flash. He does, but does the red team know that? We don't know. If Zed can get his ultimate on, which he does in time before the flash, he is going to go for the kill. Reload Zed, gets hit by a tower hit, does go down. Kha'Zix managing to survive for now. So a little bit of a messy play. Again, it was just a tower hit. So boom, messy play by red team. They both die for that. But again, it was clean. Relatively good idea. Again, great execution by the Zed initially, that he knew the chance of Kha'Zix flashing over. So Zed flashed, ulted the Kha'Zix, and followed him over the wall. Again, really smart. What obviously happened was he got too close to the tower, which again is quite a big tower range, and he got hit by a tower. Really close. Fine line of, you know, surviving that. Bard misses his stun, but it doesn't matter. They will get an unstoppable Kai'Sa. So I will say again, we always do episodes that, you know, the person that we're watching does well, and I think from memory, even though the Kai'Sa you could already see that they're stomping bot lane, I don't think the MVP purely was the Kai'Sa this game. The Zed will show up quite a bit more this game, so keep that in mind moving forward. Right, so build-wise, standard build. I haven't gone over his runes, and I know my little ad thing covers the runes, so I'll just explain what he's got. So he is running. Again, it will pop up, you know, over there too, so you'll be able to see. Electrocute, Sudden Impact, Eyeball Collection with Relentless Hunter, so he's all about his ultimate. And then he's going Inspiration, by the way, as a second. Magical Footwear, Cosmic Insight, and he's gone, you know, the Adaptive Damage, and the Health. So again, the only thing that makes me interested is I normally don't see Zeds with Inspiration. I see Zeds with Precision, usually. So that's something that this guy does a little bit different from my knowledge. Alright, so he's going to push the minion wave. Kassadin could be roaming at this point. You can see on the minimap there is a big fight happening. You can see Kassadin now we have vision of him. He's moving down. So they've got to be a little bit careful. Kha'Zix just engaging in the bot lane. He does do a trade kill. But that is probably worth it for blue team. You can see they're making a little bit of a comeback here or there. Getting a couple kills, even though they're vastly behind in gold at this point. You know, 3,000 roughly already before 10 minutes. That's a huge gold lead. So top lane, the Riven is at a slight disadvantage. You know, Jace, he's still okay. People have noticed, you know, maybe you haven't. I've stopped playing Jace. The nerf definitely did hit him quite a bit. He's obviously still a lane bully, but it's hit his late game scaling, which already wasn't very good. So Zed going for a gank, just really clean. Riven stuns him. Zed just gets the nice kill and easy peasy. So again, the playstyle of this guy is roam intensive. And again, it's really unique to watch that because he's against a Kassadin, you know, one of the roaming champions of League of Legends. And as this Zed is out roaming a Kassadin. So that's pretty impressive. And again, that is obviously lane control. Really weird that the Zed didn't go on that, in my opinion. Kassadin ulted into him, so he's lost his escape. And he had no mana, I believe, to ultimate away, so he would have to burn flash. So I don't know why Zed didn't just straight away ultimate on that Kassadin, like instantly. That's probably something I would have done. But again, there's always decisions, there's always things that in your mind, again, I definitely relate to that because sometimes when you're doing a commentary or when you're streaming on Twitch, like, why didn't you do that? It's because in your mind, you're thinking of something else. In his mind, he may be like, where's Kha'Zix? Is that a bait? Is Kha'Zix nearby? There's always basically a reason for something that a person is doing, especially at this level of challenger. Another roam happening. Oh, that poor Severe. She spell shields. She spell shields the Bard ultimate so she doesn't get affected by the immunity that actually might have saved her because then Kassadin would have made it in time. Oh, that's unfortunate. So again, this Kassadin is always playing catch-up to the Zed. The Zed's roaming and the Kassadin's having to teleport to help. Not a great position for a Kassadin to be in. Boom, another assist for the Zed. They are going to pick up, I believe this will be First Blood Tower. Yes, it is. So again, all round, very clean game happening here. Very clean, which is great to see. Again, for those that are wondering, Huz, why am I doing a Zed episode? he's always in the back of my mind that I want to play him, man. Like, I will say, I've been struggling recently with my mid lane champion form. That, you know, we're in like Diamond 1 MMR. Things are going okay, and you know, we've even been playing against a couple Grandmasters recently in some of the games. And yeah, my mid lane champion pool is a bit meh. We've been playing Morgana mid and Yuumi mid, not Yuumi mid, Nico mid and stuff like that, and they're good, definitely. But you know, oh, is she at least going to survive? Oh my days, that poor Kha'Zix. Really good save by the Zed there on the Elise. But I'm looking for more champions, and consistently when you're looking at statistics, which I do quite often, you know, your ban rates, your pick rates, obviously your win rates and that too, the amount of players that play certain champions at certain levels, Sona's going to get popped by the Zed most likely. Zed just constantly shows up, gets himself a kill. Severe's got the spell shield. I think she will die. She doesn't have flash. Zed misses his Q. He's got his W up soon though, and he does get himself a double kill again, roaming around the map. But yeah, Zed is always in the top mid laners. Like, he's just there always. And again, partially is because he's obviously a skill-based champion. It's a champion that rewards skill. And obviously, the higher rating you go, the players get more skillful. Therefore, the reward is greater. So that's definitely a part of it. But you know, I've got to be confident in myself. I'm currently a Diamond 1 player, more or less. You know, technically of me recording this, I'm in Diamond 2, but I'm actually in promotion series back to Diamond 1. I haven't played it yet. Probably by the time this video comes out, I would have done the promo. I was in promo back to Diamond 1 yesterday, but unfortunately I had a rage quit in one of my games in promo, and we lost the promo. Again, it's just the way of things. But yeah, Zed is just constantly popping up is what I'm saying. So again, me as a Diamond 1 player, I've got to be confident that I could definitely pull off Zed. I used to play him, used to love playing him, and he's consistently really strong in League of Legends. So that's why he's on my mind at the moment. Like, do I pick up Zed, like, properly again? Maybe. Riven does get herself killed. You will see Zed is now actually taxing the red, which is quite interesting. I don't think the enemy, the friendly Elise would have much of a problem. I doubt he's going to base the Zed. I think he's going to go top lane to help the tower. Probably a dead Jace. He pops his U-moves. Going for just the damage on the Scuttle. Randomly gets bumped to the Jace, which actually helps him. Really, really clean play by the Zed there. Perfect shadow use. The Jace even flashes, but he just flashed directly into a Zed shadow. Very quick reactions, picks up the kill for free, and also saves the tier 2. So again, what you're watching is just very clean Zed. This is a challenger Zed main that's played. Right now I'm looking at it. 286 games of Zed this season with a 64% win rate. Yeah. So item build is actually interesting me, if I'm honest, because whenever I watch Zeds, they're always rushing. You know, Yumu's is definitely a rush item. It gives him the movement speed that helps him stay on people. But then, you know, 9 times out of 10, it's Dustblade as second item because that gives you the extra pop damage. He's gone Black Cleaver. Now, I don't know if this is because he's having a great game and he doesn't need the Dustblade, so the Black Cleaver just helps him with armor spread, you know, and stuff. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah. Jace walks into a combo, does get half health in one combo. But yeah, item build is a little bit different to what I'd say is the norm. But for this guy, it might be his normal. Again, that's the thing with mains and one-tricks and type of thing. A lot of them have unique playstyles, unique builds that works for them. A great example of that, I read through an AMA yesterday of a guy called RTO. I think it's Renekton top only. Again, I've never watched the guy. I didn't really hear of him that much. But he apparently plays Renekton in the top lane, in Challenger, again, in North America, but he runs Ghost Flash every single game. He goes, I think, Doran's Blade first item, and every single game he buys Cull. And he has not bought a single control ward this season. So, really dumb playstyle. Like, you'd never recommend that playstyle to anybody, but it works for him. That's the weird thing with mains and one-tricks and stuff, is that it works for them, and you'd never, as an educator or anything, recommend it for the average player, because they don't have the experience you do of thousands of games in that particular playstyle. So that's why I've always been careful, like, you know, yeah, watch these players that are amazing, but if they've got a very unique playstyle, don't copy it. Because again, that's where you'll probably get in trouble sometimes, because their playstyle has been molded after them playing for a long time on that particular champ. The way that I always say, when you're picking up a champion, play the basic way of the champion, pick up the basics of it, pick up the normal item builds, and then do the more weird stuff. Again, Twisted Fate recently has become that. AP Twisted Fate is standard Twisted Fate. People are trying to do the AD build. You can do the AD build when you've got a grasp of how to play Twisted Fate. So many people have recently picked up Twisted Fate and never played him before, gone straight into the AD build and just feeding like crazy because they don't know the basics of the champion to begin with. So, you know, kind of just doing a couple lessons because this game obviously has now snowballed a little bit out of control. Zed gets himself another assist with the aid of the Elise. You know, four of these players are doing fantastic this game. The Riven has struggled. Don't know if this is a Riven player or anything. You know, she's against a Jace. The matchup is a little bit favoured actually into Riven for the most part, especially with the Jace nerf. But a Jace can obviously be annoying to a Riven. You know, we've the past few weeks uploaded a couple games of Jace versus Riven, and we've traded with them. We've got kills on them. But there is a point that eventually just happens that as a Jace, you cannot do anything to a Riven in a 1v1. It just happens. It's inevitable. It's like Thanos. Sona misses her ultimate. Zed looking for a flank play. He's going to go W straight into them. No, he doesn't use his W yet. Holds it. Uses it now. Then going for a back play. Going to try and kill the Jace with the thingy. Kha'Zix's in the back line, getting the kill on the Kai'Sa. Zed's going to maybe chase. Hasn't used his ultimate, which was surprising to me at this point. But they do make out with a 2-for-1. He might look for the Kha'Zix if they get vision. They do have vision of him. You can see on the minimap. Because again, we've only got red team vision. He does use his W and he uses... A bit surprising. He uses W and his, ultimate instantly, but the Kha'Zix will go down from the Riven chasing him. But yeah, again, 10-1 Zed at this point. Gold-wise, he is on 9,300 more or less versus a 6,300 Kassadin. So it is just a 3,000 gold in mid lane. But the item gold, in total of red versus blue team is over 10,000, it's like 11,500 at this point. And again, I wanted to show this game because this was a perfect example of Zed to me. Again, we didn't know. All I saw was his damage at the end. I saw his KD, but it's turned into the perfect example of Zed, let's be honest, of controlling your lane, controlling the wave. He actually goes back, doesn't pick up the Severe, got the flash. Is he going to go down? Looks like he probably will. Very greedy. Oh, he's managed to survive with his W, and he will survive. Riven gets a kill on the Jace, and he just makes out with his life. Wow. But yeah, this to me is just a perfect example of Zed. He's had lane control. He's had roaming control over a Kassadin. He's done some pretty clean plays here and there. And you're also going to see he is taxing this red every single time it's up. So I don't know, like, again, with the higher rating you go in Challenger and stuff like that, these players know each other. They play with each other all the time. So everyone on his team might go, yep, just give this dude red. He'll carry, give him red. It gives him a bit more damage. It gives him a bit of health regen. The Elise and that might know that. And the AD carry, the Kai'Sa's like, yeah, just take red. It's better on you, whatever. So that's something that, again, you can't a lot of the time emulate in normal solo queue. If you're in gold and you're playing Zed and you just watch this and go, oh, the challenger Zed took every red, I'm going to do that in my gold game. Your gold team members may have a bigger reaction to that and may not want you to do that. Where in Challenger, these players, they might know each other, they've heard of each other, they play with each other often because there's not many players. So that is, again, another thing that I wouldn't fully emulate when you're not in this rating. You've got to, know about there are differences in that respect. So red team is just now walking into the blue team base. Kha'Zix did get himself caught. Zed's going to go onto the Severe, pops his W. He's holding his ultimate, by the way, doesn't even use it because why would he use it when he doesn't have to? And also, he'll just get spell shielded by Severe, so he just killed her. Again, red buff will give him a little bit of slow and all that. He's got obviously the regen. They have one Ocean Dragon with the red, so you'll see his health bar actually regen at a fairly quick pace, if we're honest. Again, going for that other red, getting the refresh. God, this guy loves reds. And yeah, picks it up again. At least didn't even look like she cared about it. That's crazy to me. So again, some unique stuff going on. And you can see his item build. He's buying some components. And again, when you're this far, I've always said, don't buy components. Oh, okay. He uses ultimate. W's away before the ultimate gets popped. He was looking for the kill to then have the W to escape. Didn't do enough damage. Kha'Zix showed up at the right time, and he will back off. But again, very clean play, using his W as a escape after his ultimate, not just as a direct engage that majority of Zeds do. So he's now also taking the blue buff for energy regen. So again, his whole team, the red side team, I think is very much like, yep, just give this guy the resources and he'll kill everything. Kha'Zix gets caught again, looking for a kill. Zed's going to come in the back line. doesn't do anything because Kai'Sa's doing all the damage. His Q didn't hit. Kai'Sa's going to continue. Probably going to end up killing the Sona if she can chase her down with her E speed up. Does get it. A triple kill for the Kai'Sa, so they now are equal on 11 kills each, both the carries. Riven, there you can see, has now killed the Jace solo after having a little bit of a rough time. Again, this Jace is 1 and 7. You wouldn't have thought it because he was winning the lane the vast majority of the time, but he lost it due to the roams. Zed kept roaming. And remember, that Zed still has ultimate. He didn't use it before, so he just waited for the Kassadin. He is now walking with the Kassadin, expecting his escape path, then using his ultimate, original ultimate, to escape out. So clean. Again, this is just, again, a perfect example of mechanics on a Zed, decision-making and knowledge all wrapped into one. So again, I don't know who this guy is. He has Twitch.tv in his little name. So if you're interested in Zed, again, watch this guy. You know, hopefully I'm not endorsing, hopefully he's not toxic or anything because I don't want to endorse toxic people. But based on his gameplay, this dude's really good at Zed. So, yeah. Alright, Riven just doing a bit of trading. I'd be interested to see if this Zed doesn't go for the inhib, or he's just going to stand around letting the minions finish it off. So they will turn the fight. Kai'Sa's now doing the damage. Zed looking for it on the Jace, doesn't manage to finish him off, but with the Ignite probably will get it with the Riven ultimate, and then they will go down. Zed now going on the Kassadin, kills him instantly with the Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa's got a quadra kill, basically out of nowhere. You can see she's eager for the Pentakill. The game is coming to an end. Are they going to give her the Penta? Let's see what's going to happen again. They could pop Sona really quickly. Sona buys a stopwatch to ruin the Kai'Sa's day, and that is going to be it. So Zed dies right at the end to try and give the Penta to the Kai'Sa, I believe. But there you go. That, to me, was a perfect example of Zed. Perfect lane control, perfect mechanics, more or less. You know, aggressive decision making, but it worked majority of the time. It was just one death. Obviously there was one death on the God Tower there, but his only death in the actual game was just to a little mistake of over aggression. But yeah, lane control, minion control, you know, he got the most farm in the game, he roamed. It was just very clean, you know, using his W not only to engage, he's also popping his W as a, you know, away from him, then ulting on the target, doing damage, then using the W as the escape. So very good. I've learned a little bit for him. Hopefully you guys have. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see Zed, me playing him in the next few days by liking the video, commenting down below. But that's going to be it. Like, subscribe. See you guys next time. Peace.